So what's really a pocket gun? Well, it means that we're looking at a micro subcompact single stack pistol that's probably chambered in either 38 special, 380 auto, or 9mm. A small underpowered gun that you carry is better than that full power gun that you leave at home. One of the other problems that you might find with these guns is that the pockets themselves, where you're going to put them. So many times we find people that put them in their front pockets, and we'll have some folks that put them in their back pockets. Pros and cons to each of these. One of the things that I tell people is that I'd like to be able to draw from a seated position. So if you were to think about your day and how many hours of that day you are in a seated position, and that could be seated perhaps for a commute, that could be seated in your workspace, that could be seated for meals, you might realize that you're in a seated position for a lot of your day. So being able to draw from a front pocket in a seated position is really hard. Just try to get your wallet out in a front pocket scenario the next time you're at a restaurant. So back pocket is actually pretty viable, but back pocket is also kind of tricky in the sense that you want to make sure that you get a good holster. So regardless of whether or not you're going to carry front pocket or back pocket, one of the things that I absolutely suggest is that you still carry it in a holster. All of these guns are going to be challenging because they're smaller. Gotta make an effort to practice with these. My rule of thumb is if you can't fire 50 rounds, so a single box of ball ammunition, without it being extremely painful, uncomfortable, or just flat out like you don't want to do it, then it's probably not going to be a good gun for you, because if you can't expend 50 rounds in a single session, you're probably not going to continue to practice. The one other problem that you're going to run into is going to be the actual trigger or the fire control system. Ultimately, these guns just weren't designed to have that really nice clean trigger. Whatever gun it is that you're going to carry, be safe with it, be comfortable with it, and practice with it as often as you can.